shit.
So there's a guy, and his name is Taylor, and he's sitting right there.
Hello.
And he has brought me a problem, or a series of them. And today, I guess we're going to figure out how to solve them. I guess hang in, we'll find out what happens. With the audio being so great with the fire truck, we're just kind of go around and just soak this thing in degreaser because it is absolutely covered in sap and lichen. I'm hoping that this helps just kind of make it malleable again, maybe. And loosen things up with a pressure washer. Hi, little spider bro. Sorry. I mixed up a gallon and I don't know if that's going to be enough now.
Probably not.
You can kind of see it's like the color coming back in the lichen and moss and stuff on it as it's kind of rehydrating, which is just sort of interesting. So I kind of wanted to let that sit for a while, but I'm getting impatient and I want to see what's underneath here. So I'm gonna make a little bit of noise and we're gonna see what's underneath all this crust. Dude. So with a little time passed, I think we're gonna do the hood here. We did a little test spot on the fender and it cleaned up pretty nice. This is the worst of it, so let's see what happens. I'm pretty sure this side was not exposed to the sun. There's more growth here. We're seeing a lot more, even down on the lower parts of the panel, a lot more lichen sort of action going on here. And the other side definitely looked a bit more sun-baked. And after doing this little panel section here, this paint is minty. And I think some defects aside, like the cracking that we're gonna see on the hood, some of this is going to come up really, really nice. I gotta tell you, I am completely blown away by what we were able to uncover with very little effort. All I've done was soak the vehicle in a cut citrus degreaser, about 1 to 6, and just let it sit for about 15 minutes. And we just went to town with a pressure washer to see what would come off, and everything, all the grime, sap, all gone. I think we have a lot to work with here. We're gonna give it a quick hand wash, get some foam on there. We're gonna have a sexy foam time, of course. And then we'll get going on making the interior nice and safe and sanitized.
Is it bubble time? Is it sexy bubble time? Oh God, it's turning purple for sexy bubble time. Sexy bubble time.
I don't know how I feel about sitting in here at the moment, but Taylor has, and he's still alive, right?
No.
He says no. But we're gonna tackle this now. We're gonna try and make it clean, sanitized, and safe. We're gonna use a little bit of steam, a little extractor action, and we'll see what we can get out of it. So we're gonna mask up here and throw some gloves on and try and not come out of this with any diseases. Maybe I'll see you on the other end. If you're watching this video, I'm probably still alive too. Well, we decided after cleaning out the vents that maybe before we turn the AC on, we should see what's going on in here. And I've started blasting some away, but look at all the sludge and the fresh air pickup there. Isn't that super fun? Yeah, yummy. You want to breathe that? Let's get that all steamed out of there. And now with that all pulled out, got it all cleaned out, flushed it out with a lot of water and made sure the drains were clear. All of that was in the fresh air pickup and cow. And I think that's where all of our stink inside was coming from. Ugh. So it's a little after 6. It's been a bit of a long day, and I think we're going to call it a wrap for now. I have a couple things to show you though, and they're a little gross, so just be warned for that. But I just want to show you what I pulled out of the interior of this with an extractor and a vacuum. Oldsmobile. All right, we're on day 2 of the Oldsmobile, and the good news is the inside has no smell. The bad news is that somebody's moved in here, and well, I understand that people like spiders. They don't belong in the car generally, and we've found our little friend. Sorry, buddy, but it's eviction time. Well, I think we achieved a lot this weekend. We got the interior completely sanitized and clean, and pretty much ready to go for another owner. Though it might need a little bit of headliner work. I think we're just gonna pull whatever's left of the headliner and just leave it bare metal. Probably just the best solution with what we have. Polishing, however, didn't go quite as planned. The process that I thought was gonna be the right answer here based on just some hand tests was not the process, and that's okay. It's important to know when to stop and go get the right stuff and to let the process dictate itself. You can see, I hope in video, the difference between this section of the hood and this fender and the rest of the car. It's almost a different color. This actually has some reflectivity and a sheen to it where the rest of the car is completely flat. To come from what we were looking like previously, especially before washing, covered in sap and lichen and just grime and years of it, to this is a really impressive result to me and really brings out a lot of potential for another buyer. This vehicle would not sell for what we're probably going to see it sell for if it wasn't cleaned up. This really kind of unwraps what's possible for a buyer. We're going to get some more stuff. We're going to come back next week and we're going to wrap it up.
Oh, there's the piss smell. You getting that?
Yeah, it's coming back a little.
Yeah.
Through the vents.
There's work to be done.
Ooh, yeah.
So the Oldsmobile is starting to develop a little bit of a smell again, as you can tell from that last little clip there. So we're gonna absolutely fumigated at this point, and we're going to hit it with some chlorine dioxide tablets in water, which I have prepped here. I'm going to put those in, get out of the vehicle. We're going to leave this sit at least 24 hours before we open it back up, and hopefully anything left in here causing some smells will be gone. Well, after 2 rounds of those chlorine dioxide treatments, the interior is a little bit better and hopefully a little bit more sanitized. We're going to continue polishing on this here. We've got the rest of the car to polish. We've only done this fender and this one section of the hood here. We're going to do the rest. We got some new compound and polish in, and we're going to follow that up with a little bit of wax, and I think we'll be good. Hey, quick interjection before I start polishing. You might have noticed that you didn't see me do any clay or decontamination. This thing was very far gone. Anything we do to it at this point is a benefit to this car. Looking at the paint and trying to feel through it, you know, the contamination isn't so bad. This thing only has about 30,000 miles of actual driving on it, which is pretty impressive. And what is there is so deep that I'm not gonna be able to pull it out with clay. I'm just gonna go to town polishing. It'll clean up nice. Don't worry too much. I wouldn't do this on your average car. Well, that's a wrap on this Oldsmobile. I think we made a pretty big difference, and I hope that you can see the difference on video too. While we're not going to get a super duper perfect mirror finish, the goal here was to save this car essentially and keep it out of the scrap heap and get the most out of it that we could, and I think that we achieved that. You let me know what you think of the results down in the comments below. Appreciate you taking the time to watch the video, and I'll catch you in the next one.